What's up guys, Pro Strat number 21, where pros do strats. And here we have a nice Dropdown Fake into mid B split from Tyloo versus Invictus in the Champions Cup China qualifier by JJB. This happened on the 26th of November 2019, and this is the first map of a best of 3. This strat, as I described, is exactly how it sounds. You're faking a drop down, which implies an A hit, but in reality you're going through the CT spawn smoke and fighting the guy's CT spawn and turning it into a mid B split. Tet here is the one doing the drop down, going into CT spawn. Now we have the mid B split coming in. You have one person CT spawn, 3 coming out mid, 1 lurking tunnel. And from here, this is just like a normal mid B split. It's just a matter of how we got to this point is a little different and quite interesting, at least in my perspective. This round's going to start off with pretty basic cat control. Tet flashes for attacker to peek lower, as you can see on these two side-by-side views. And then attacker's going to flash over mid. This allows Tet to come out with a teammate and peek mid. Now I'm pretty sure there's a read that Invictus don't really play an opper picking down mid, which is why they don't smoke Xbox. But if you are in a different environment or a different setting, maybe you do want to smoke that off. Freeman's going to help with getting cat control. He's basically running up cat, making sure there isn't actually anyone there. And he's going to help the rest of his team get up cat, throwing this flash right here. Now you got a double peek, and now you have cat control. Pretty simple stuff overall, and it seems like they're just throwing flashes, but at the end of the day, they are getting cat control, just a little corner cutting here and there. So now here comes the execute. You have the rail smoke and the CT spawn smoke already set up. The flash is going to come in through the mid doors, which begins the mid B split. At the same time, Tet dropped down CT from cat and killed the guy in CT. And now we have a mid B split coming in. It's going to be a flash right there. And this is basically an attack on the bomb site. Somebody in summer are just watching the long and B pushes respectively. Yes, I know the timers are off sync, but that's not really important right now. They're just holding for pushes until they're ready to mid B split. Now here comes the flash for any CT holding mid. And this begins the mid B split. Somebody is going to join them coming out mid. Could have went upper tunnel too, since you have already 3 people, not including him. This may have been more fortunate or lucky of a decision because of the way the smokes were in the tunnels. This is really simple Dust 2 stuff, at least, you know, pro level Dust 2 stuff. All the pros should know how to do this, and you probably want to know it too for your pugs because these smokes are pretty useful anyway. So this rail smoke, I've gone over it 100 times probably, but stand in the center of this fence here at cat, and then just aim at this rectangular decal above the window here, and then left click throw. Note that this is also a one-way right here. So if you see the smoke come out, you don't want to peek this angle unless you're going to pre-fire it. To throw a CT spawn smoke, you want to get into this corner of the garage hangar thing. And you just want to aim at the corner of this building right there, and left click throw as well. Both of these smokes can be thrown on both 128 and a 64 tick. So altogether, these two smokes should look kind of like this. And as you saw from the demo, this is highly indicative of an A hit, where you'll have some people come up cat, and you'll have some people, after some flashes of course, jump into CT and try to attack a ramp or even anyone car to kind of create this double angle peek. So an opera here has to be worried about someone peeking CT and people crossing elbow. They did molly sight. They did throw the pizza molly, as I used to call it back in the day. That's pretty standard stuff. Now, everything up to this point makes it look like an A hit, right? You have one person that made some noise a long time ago. You had these two smokes come out, but then this turns into a mid B split. This flash, not a specific flash by any means, is simply meant to drop low enough so that anyone that's playing in CT, trying to play behind the smoke, looking towards A would be blind. And if he's looking towards A, there's a good chance he's not looking towards mid. And if he's looking towards mid, there's a good chance he's not looking towards A. So now the CT spawn area, the buy zone is getting split by this one person jumping down here and through the smoke. All the while, you're going to have 3 people coming out mid ready to trade and to split B. This is going to turn into a 4-1 with 4 out mid going B and a 1 person lurking. And from there, it's very standard basic stuff. You're going to have the lurk smoke that comes out of B tunnel. I throw it from here, but you can throw it from like a lot of places. And this person ends up lurking out while the 4 people are coming, well, I guess 3 people are coming out, coming from outside with 1 person watching the flank. Something important to note in this particular round was that Tyloo didn't really throw an Xbox smoke or any way to deny vision from a CT picking mid. In a normal theoretical standpoint, this isn't a good idea. I'm very inclined to believe that Tyloo either figured out or anti-stratted and adjusted their plays so that they didn't really clear this because they know or can tell that Invictus don't really play a person like this picking mid. Now, assuming the CTs do actually pick mid and have someone contesting you coming up cat, you want to be able to smoke Xbox. Most importantly is from one from T spawn, you can come into this corner, aim a little bit to the right from where the shadow meets the wall, or the light part of the wall here, and then up until you're at the height of the roof, and jump throw. This is 128 tick, so you might want to adjust this on 64. You can also smoke Xbox from lower, just standing next to this pillar here, and then aiming above the box, comfortably 1 crosshair above the box. So this is 1 crosshair. If you aim it perfectly at 1 crosshair, you might get a bounce like this, as you can see on the grenade trajectory. So just aim a little bit higher, it's going to land. And that's all going to be nice and doozy. Now, if you want to be a little more fancy and risky, you can throw the Reddit smoke that lands on the door hinge here. So you want to get into the corner of the door here. Find this diamond, bottom left corner of it, aim to the left until you hit the white vertical strip, and then right click this, your smoke. Now you want to jump up cat, and you don't want to just like casually cross because CTs can still pick your feet right here. So if you're going to cross this, if you want to jump across towards either behind the Xbox or on this little knob here. So you can jump like this, nice and safe. And if someone tries to push, you'll be able to see their feet way before they see you. So this is an easy pick if they do decide to do that. So anyway, thanks for watching, and like the video if you liked the video.